Cancer, welcome. Welcome back. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your weekly read. We're using the Crow Tarot from MJ Cullinane and the White Sage Tarot this week to do some, the White Sage we'll use for clarifiers. It's a general reading for Cancer, placement Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I'm going to read in a different fashion than I normally do. This is my traditional way of reading. This is how I read when I read for people personally. Usually I have folks pick their own cards in that case, but I will pick for you today. So what we're going to be looking for are the deeper issues. What's the deep down? What do we really need to be thinking about and addressing this week? What needs our attention? Just going to feel for some energy here. Figure out where your cards are. Yeah, there's one here. This one. What does Cancer need to know this week? What do we need to be taking on? We need to be facing head on. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Not that one. This one. Okay. We have. What do we have this week, Cancer? Let's see. Starting out with the Five of Swords and the Hermit and the Three of Wands. You're coming off a victory here. You've won. In some situation, you won. And it didn't feel as great as you hoped it would. It puts you into this space of mind where you're really reflective and you're considering the deeper questions and you're wondering, was it worth it? Is it worth it to win at all costs? You're thinking about the people that lost in this situation. Should I care about them? Why do I care? Why is this nagging at me? I've done this a million times. I've won in so many ways. I've won in so many cases in just this way, and I never once thought about the people that lost. But why am I thinking about them now? What does it matter? Why does it matter to me now? You're in a real space of soul searching about this. You're looking forward. And you're looking at your path forward, the one that you've had for some time, the plan, this was the plan, this was the way we're going to go, this is the way my life is going to be. It's coming. It's just a matter of waiting for it to get here. It's predictable. I can see it in the distance. It's making its way toward me. And now you're questioning that. Is it? Is it your path? If there are other people involved in this equation, are they still on board with that plan? This is sort of intuitively what I'm sensing here is maybe somebody you made a plan with has changed their mind. And this is like a life partner or a business partner or somebody significant that you are relying on, and now you're not so sure. And it's not a fight. It's not, I don't know. I don't know what happens for you this week, Cancer, but I think you start to be aware that maybe the things you've relied on as being true, you may have gotten to the point that you're taking them for granted. And you may have to reevaluate. You may have to revisit those relationships and check in. Are we good? Are we good? Are we on the same path? Do we still have the same vision? Where is the hollowness, the feeling of hollowness coming from? Sort of intuitively, sometimes people are still right beside you, but they've kind of checked out. That's sort of the feeling here, like you start to get that nagging sense that Maybe they're not with you after all. And maybe, you know, we won, but did we win? Like, did I win? Did I lose something in this process? Four of Pentacles. You want to hold on to what you have. You want to shore up the security around what you have, what matters to you, the connections, the resources. Your intuition is screaming at you right now to take some space and really figure that out. Listen to that inner voice. Somewhere in your gut, you know things are not as good as you thought they were. And something or someone, it's a very strong feeling. Something or someone you relied on isn't feeling the same way they used to feel. There may be a need for some really honest conversation now. You may have taken for granted that the people that you're with just know how you feel, but maybe they don't. Maybe it's time to stake your claim and to say, I love you. You matter to me. I appreciate you. Are we still on the same page? What do I need to do to show you how important you are? What do you need in your life that you don't have? And how can I help you get it? That's what I'm sensing here. And this could be a romantic relationship, or this could be a friendship, could be a partnership. Something very close, though. Eight of Cups in reverse. This other person isn't quite ready to walk away. So you still have time. You still have the opportunity to have these conversations. They have not made their decision to go. Certainly not talking to you about it. They're not going to. You need to tell them that you sense something is different. You need to have this conversation, because they are not going to have this conversation. They will just slip away if they don't start getting what they need. And so, for better or worse, it's up to you to figure out what that is. And the best way to figure out what it is they need is to have a conversation with them. Page of Wands. There's somebody young and passionate and very exciting involved in the situation. And I would say it is somebody who's come into the sphere of your other, whether that other is your life partner or your business partner. There's a young, fresh energy that's making them feel dissatisfied. And that doesn't mean that they're having an affair. I don't want to say that. I just mean it's lit a spark in them that reminds them of how they used to feel, full of fresh energy and passion for life. And yeah, you really need to have a conversation. People can slip away so easily if we forget to live. So ultimately, I think that's what I see for you, Cancer. Got kind of deep pretty quickly there. Be authentically yourself. Have the conversations that need to be had. That's my guidance from Spirit for you this week. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this with me. I wish you all the best this week in these conversations. I know it's not easy, but it's so worth it. So worth it. Thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Your likes, shares, subscribes. I realized you couldn't see everything. Can you see everything there? Your likes, shares, and subscribes, and your comments. I love to read the comments. So thanks again, and we'll see you next week. Blessings.